So for today, boys and girls, all right, we are going to cover prepositions. In case you can't remember what prepositions are, they are the words that come after your verb sometimes, but they give you more information about the verb, like how it's being done. All right, is it up? Is it down? Is it across? Is it between? Is it under? Is it above? Is it beside? So and so forth. All of these things, they are prepositions. So they give you more information about the verb. Yes, Angela, you're correct. They give you more information about the place and the time as well. So those are prepositions. So we'll have a look at some of them today. And I have pulled up the answers that you guys have given me online. So I will look at it and I will tell you if you got it wrong. And then I'll give you a chance to get it correct. But if you got it correct online, you don't need to give me the answer again. But for fun, you can do it if you want to. Okay, let's have a look. So today we're covering three things: vocabulary MCQs, grammar close, and then lastly, situational writing, which will be the last part of today's lesson. So between that, we will have a 5-minute break so you can rest and refresh a bit before coming back for the situational writing part. Let's start with vocabulary MCQ. For the first one, I think everyone got it correct, except Hardik, but Hardik is not here. So Susan touched a raw nerve. So that's D. When you say you touch someone's raw nerve, it means doesn't literally mean that you put your finger on that person's nerve and you're touching it, right? That's just disgusting. You can't touch a person's raw nerve unless you cut their skin away, right? So what they actually mean is they touch on something that is very emotionally triggering to you. And then you say, oh, touch a raw nerve, right? When she talked about the job he did not manage to get. So things that are very triggering could be things about your family or things about yourself that you yourself are very sensitive about. And then they talk about it. And then they basically trigger a very strong response in you. So maybe, you know, like when I was in like a primary school, this is just like an example. It didn't really happen. But let's say I know that one of my friends, um, his mom and dad are divorced, maybe, okay, and that he lives with his mom only. His dad is out of the picture. So like I go to class, right? Then I say like, oh, you have no father, you're a fatherless person. Ha 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 ha. So lame. Don't even have a dad. That is very triggering to the person, right? And then the person will be very angry, and the person will be will have a very strong reaction. So I touch that person's raw nerve. It means I triggered something sensitive about that person. All right, so that's what touching a raw nerve means. Hello, Hardik. Welcome to the class. Yes, I am back.
Yeah.
Yes, after 7 weeks. Hello. Okay, by the way, you got this one wrong, Hardik, but you came in a little bit too late, so I can't give you the mark for it. Okay. Can I just request that Callista and Habib turn on their cameras as well? It's part of the class rules. Hi, Callista. Long time no see. What happened to your cat background? Hi, Habib. No worries, Hardik. Okay. So next up. Gloria was what herself with grief. So this is like an an actual English phrase together. So it's that word together with these two words here. Okay. For this one, these are the students who got it correct. Callista, Shan Yu, Clarice, and Yenting. The rest of you got it wrong. So give me the answer again. All right. The most common error is people who write over. This is wrong. Over is the wrong answer. I'll give the rest of you a chance to give me the correct answer again. All right. Send it to me on the chat group. Go. Okay. Angela corrected herself. Good. Irena corrected herself. Hardik corrected himself. Good. Angela corrected herself. That's right. Grace corrected herself. That's good. Habib corrected himself. Hey, hold on. Oh, Habib, you didn't do the online work. That's why I couldn't find any of your answers. Aha, okay, okay. So for the previous one, I will take it that you got it wrong as well, but this one you got it right. Okay. I still haven't received the answer from Jira. Jira, what do you think the answer for this should be? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And give me any answer. And boom, no answers. Okay, so the correct answer here, all right. Hey, Frenson hasn't given me any answers as well. My goodness, Frenson got this wrong too. But the answer is actually Gloria was beside herself with grief. So it's an English saying, right? If you are beside, then the pronoun over here with grief, it means you are feeling a huge amount of sadness, a huge amount of grief, normally to do with things when something close to you or dear to you dies, or someone close to you dies. So we say someone is beside themselves with grief. So it's like a standard English saying kind of thing. No other way to put it. You can't say aside with grief or under with grief. It's always beside himself, beside herself, beside myself, beside yourself, that kind of thing, with grief. Okay, so that's question 2. Next, we have question 3. This one is a very common one. So Jira, Yenting, and Habib, give me your answers. The rest got it correct. The rest knows this very common saying, scared the living what out of me. Yes, Habib is correct. How about Jira and Yenting? Yes, Yenting is correct. How about Jira? Scared the living what? Okay, so that's incorrect, but that's okay. The answer is actually scared the living daylights out of me. Okay, now if you ask me why is it scared the living daylight, I'm not very sure why it's daylight, but it's kind of like saying, when during the daytime you're not afraid because there are less shadows and then it's brighter, you can see people around you. You won't think that something spooky might suddenly jump out at you from behind the door and stuff like that. But if someone scared the living daylights out of you, right, it means it scared out all the sense of safety in you, and then you're just really, really frightened, right? So really terrified. So that's what scared the living daylights out of you actually means over here. It scared all the good stuff away, and you're just left with fear. So basically, it means they really frighten you, right? The living daylights out of you. When he suddenly jumped out of the kitchen window, oh my God. Okay. This is um this doesn't sound very uh, um kid friendly. Someone jumps out of the window like that, it sounds like they're committing suicide or something. Ooh, scary. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, let's hope that the kitchen window, right, is actually at the ground floor and he's just trying to play a prank or something. Maybe he lives in like a house, like a nice house with a ground floor and second floor kind of thing. Yeah. Yes, that's right, Angela. Okay, question 4. Our English teacher criticized his speech so badly that he was what to tears. Now this part is like you are berating someone so much, you're saying that his work is worthless, that kind of thing. It's kind of like hinting that he's worthless and stuff like that, which is not really nice. But what's the word that we use over here? He was what to tears. Now, the most common error a lot of you chose, right, was actually dejected. Dejected is wrong. You can say he was dejected, full stop, that's it, just the word dejected. But you can't say dejected to tears. So we're looking for the English phrasal verb over here. Sorry, not phrasal verb, the English saying something to tears is an idiom. So what's the correct answer? Franson, Hardik, Irena, Jira, and Grace needs to give me the answers. Hardik has corrected himself. That's good. Kalista is correct as well. Thankfully, very good. Um, so let me have a look. Habib, that's incorrect. Irena has corrected herself. That's good. Angela has corrected herself. or rather Angela is correct in the first place, no problem. Frenton has corrected himself. Looking for Jira's answer. Jira, that's unfortunately still incorrect. And how about Grace? What's your answer, Grace? Habib, that's not the answer as well. Oh, yeah, sorry. Grace has the answer there. Good. So Grace, sorry. Grace, you are wrong as well. So no points. So the answer is actually reduced. All right, reduced to tears means you cut away at him until he's left with nothing and then he can only cry kind of thing. It's a very horrible way of putting someone down. So someone is being reduced to tears. So the answer here is B, right? You're reduced to tears. Next, question 5. Michael had always been against giving money to beggars, but he had a change of what after he read an article about their miserable lives. So for this, I only need Yenting and Habib to give me the answers because the rest of you got it correct. Yenting and Habib, what answer should we give over here? You, yes, Callista, that's correct. Good. Habib, unfortunately, that's not correct. How about Yenting? Oh, Yinxing has sent me the message as well. Okay, Yinxing got it correct. Good. So the answer is heart, right? When you have a change of heart, it means your perspective, the way you look at something, right, has changed. So you change your decision, you change your choice, you change the way you look at things, right? You had a change of heart. Okay, so you feel differently about something, you say it's a change of heart. So he felt different after he read an article about how miserable the lives of beggars are. So change of heart, that's an English idiom right there. All right, before we go forward, let me just add your points quickly to everyone, just to make sure that everyone is on top of things, that I'm on top of the scores. Angela gets 5 points. She previously had 1 wrong and she corrected it. Callista has 5 points directly. And Callista, you know what? You get bonus 1 point because you got everything correct. And that's like a thank you for waiting point. Shan Yu as well. Alex, good. You got basically full marks for everything, Alex. But I didn't add you here yet. Today's your trial class. Okay. Next we have Clarice, who basically got everything correct as well. That's 5 plus 1. By the way, each point here is like worth 10 cents. Alex, just let you know. And Clarice now basically has $91.50. I'm not sure what she's going to do about it, but she's never going to spend it. I think she just wants to be first in class forever and ever. But some of the rest have actually exchanged for stuff. You can ask, I think Hardik has exchanged for something before. Grace, I think you've exchanged for something before as well. What did you exchange for the last time, Hardik? Can you remember?
7-Eleven vouchers.
Oh, 7-Eleven vouchers, that's right. And Grace, did you exchange for something before? No? Okay. And then, yeah. Oh, Grace didn't exchange for anything before. Okay. Frenson hasn't exchanged for anything before as well. Who has? Callista? Oh, Callista hasn't exchanged for anything before as well. Right? Okay. So far, so good. All right. Who else do I need to add the points to? We have Frenson. Frenson had 2 mistakes, but then he corrected 1. So Frenson gets 4 points in total. I have no idea what Frenson exchanged for, but his points basically went to 0 the last time. What did you exchange for, Frenson?
Robux.
Oh, Robux. Okay.
Yeah, then
Hardik,
now my account is locked because like I have to reset my password. Then I have an error. Then my friend said like he also had this problem. Then he had to wait for like 1 week. So I can't play this. So sorry, Chi. Error
well,
8.5.
oh, okay,
I
Hardik
don't
gets
know
4
which
points.
was.
He had 3 errors, but he corrected 2 of his errors. So Hardik gets 4 points. Irena had 2 errors, but she corrected all 2. So Irena gets 5 points. Jira had 3 errors. Unfortunately, she didn't correct the errors. So Jira has 2 points. That's Jira. Yeah, 2 points. Yenting had 2 errors. He corrected both. So Yenting gets 5 points. Grace